الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وأنزلنا إليك الذكر لتبين للناس ما نزل إليهم ولعلهم يتفكرون صدق الله العظيم. Respected ulama, mashayikh, huffaz, brothers and sisters listening at home, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is truly not an honor to stand here before you. In fact, I come in awe because the man that I'm going to say a few words about was truly a legend in the truest sense of the word. Today we look up to legends. This is what we say. This is the lingo. We have legends within different fields, different areas. And if we really want to see a legend and recognize a legend, it was truly Hadhrat Rahmatullahi alayhi. We can go on for ages. Time does not permit. However, I will be able to shed some light on the era, the formative era that I found myself in during the 70s. There's one thing that a person doesn't want to reveal is his age. Unfortunately, I'm having to reveal my age. That during the 70s, I had the honor of being in his presence as a student. And the sacrifices that he made were unparalleled. For you to be able to see today these many people just in this masjid and throughout the whole city and also throughout the country, it was through the efforts of scholars like Hadhrat Rahmatullah alayhi that we are able to see these fruits. This was a masjid, and there is no exaggeration in this whatsoever, that my dear friend and colleague, I've had friendship with him for over 50 years. Maulana Ahmad Ali Damat Barakatuhum, who is a senior Khalifa of Hadhrat Rahmatullahi alayhi, he will also testify that we used to be confined to a small space on the left-hand side of me, where we used to be able to learn about our deen and memorize the Quran. And it was inconceivable for anybody to come in this part of the masjid. It was too scary. It would be considered to be a place of wilderness. And going upstairs, that was not possible. But he himself, many a time, would come into the masjid, him and Muhammad Bhai. Many of you who know Muhammad Bhai, I would urge you to visit him if you can, and especially make dua for him. Muhammad Bhai Jasad. He used to be here all the time. And Hadhrat Rahmatullahi alayhi, because of his efforts that he used to make himself in Fajr, many a time, am I right in saying that? Many a time he would come himself. Nobody from the community would be here. At a time when people would think that how is it possible to memorize the Quran? You are talking about England. This is the Western Hemisphere. So when we talk about the Maulana Qasim Nanotwis, when we talk about the great legends within our deen and within our sharia, within our tariqah, these are our legends that made things easy for us today, that we are able to enjoy the fruits of their sacrifice. And alhamdulillah, throughout the years, through his connection with the LIA, with Madani, we had the opportunity to constantly seek his advice. And he would advise us and guide us and mentor us. He was a mentor. He was a scholar. When you learn knowledge of deen, two main aims, many aims of attaining the knowledge of deen. One is so you benefit yourself with spirituality, with the understanding of religion, with the understanding of knowledge, so you can implement it in your lives. And the other benefit is to impart it to others. He did both. And alhamdulillah, if you look at the masjid today, it's one of the most frequented masjids in our city and in the country. He has an exemplary educational institute where academic education and secular knowledge is imparted to hundreds and thousands of students. He's got a Darul Ifta that he established. He's got other institutes that he directly presides over and other institutes that he indirectly presides over. So today, I want to thank him, I want to honor him on my own, and I will do my Isali Sawab, and I urge you, all of you, to continue to do that. I once proudly said to him, when my son graduated and completed his Alamiya, I said to him, Hazrat, Alhamdulillah, I had the privilege of studying under your guidance. Today, Alhamdulillah, my son has also had the honor of studying under you. How many people like that are there, Alhamdulillah, that went through that system where the father as well as the children studied by him? And I want to personally thank him, because somebody mentioned Sheikh Doctor or whatever, Maulana Doctor. If it was not for him, if it was not for his guidance, if it was not for his inspiration, if it was not for his mentoring, that he inculcated in me and inspired me and urged me, I would not have been able to pursue the path of knowledge. So I thank him and I thank his entire family. And I finally say to you, once I remember that there was a gathering in which all he worried about was his institutions, where businessmen from the community were invited so that they could contribute to one of his causes. He didn't want anything for himself. A selfless man. He didn't want anything for himself. For his institutes, for the work of deen, for the work of Islam, he was ready to give everything, his life. And he gave his life, alhamdulillah. So at that particular time, I remember there were many businessmen. I was also present. And at that time he said that people leave their legacies, their heirs behind them. I have my children. He had a lot of hope in his children. And alhamdulillah, they have done him proud. We have the likes of Maulana Ahmad Ali Saheb, Maulana Imran Saheb, Mufti Muhammad Saheb. Alhamdulillah, they have been serving the community, our community, for decades as well. So these are his legacies. I urge you and request you to continue to support them, as well as the many disciples and the students that he has left behind. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.